I know we good. I think we are. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. My name is Mamiya, and today we're going to be checking out a new game called Godslayer Arena. It is sort of like it's bullet heaven adjacent, I would say. It's like an auto battler combined with a MOBA like RPG. It's hard to describe. It's very in a similar vein to your bullet heavens, except you don't control your character at all. So as you can see, I have done a little bit more a little bit of playing. So we've unlocked both of the characters. I think today does Paragon mean anything? Can we you have 20% reduced defense scores there. Non-elite enemies gain 35% increased health, and zones gain additional temporary curses. So we basically have the Raging Bloodlord and the Cosmic Huntress. These are the two characters we can pick, and today we're going to go for the Raging Bloodlord. They passively gain rage while in combat, enter Berserk upon reaching maximum rage. While berserking, gain the following effects: 20 bonus spell power for all spells, 25% increased mana generation, 50% increased attack speed, and basic attacks cleave all enemies in a small area. Let's go. Right, we're in. What do we've got? So, basically, at the top of the screen, we've got our shop with spells in. Every refresh of a shop, we can pick one spell from there, and you can't pick any more. They all get locked once you pick one. We got refreshes to our left. We've got the shop level, or our level, up here. It can go up to level 10. We got Resonance. This basically gives you rewards. You passively gain 100 of it per fight. Then we get increased rarity and tier of spells the higher the shop level is. Our spell reserve is down here. So that's any spells that don't go into a hotbar. We got 800 max health here, 150 rage here, which makes us go into a berserk mode, giving us loads of different buffs. 5 revives down here. This is health regen, attacks evaded, and hex deflected. This is our attack damage. The traits go along the side, the left-hand side here. And yeah. I'm thinking maybe we open up. We sort of want to keep ourselves open this early in the game to explore avenues of different traits. So I'm going to pick up the Ice Shock Nova here, just because it's got 3 traits, so it doesn't like lock us too heavily into one trait. It creates a lightning infused Ice Nova, dealing 60 damage in an area after delay, and it deals 25% more damage to elites. And we'll get to what the traits actually do when we get them. Alright, Bulwark we immediately get. So Bulwark spells generate a vitality charge on cast, and they gain increased vitality charge effectiveness. So gain a shield whenever you generate a vitality charge. Certain spells spend shields for bonus effects. Charges are deactivated when your mana orb resets. Cool. Let's go. We've got Frostcraft and Electros, which if we go into that, I will cover more in depth. But for now, let's just whomp them. Okay. Well, this is interesting. We have Lightning Blast, which is part of Electros, but we also have Cryostone, which is part of the Frostcraft. Do we care about the others? The other spells don't really give us bonuses, so I think I'm going to go for the Lightning Blast here. And that gives us 2 in Electros. Whenever an Electros spell is cast/autocast, conjure a lightning bolt onto a number of random nearby enemies. Enemies take an additional 6% of their max health the first time they are hit by a lightning bolt. And at level 2, we get 4 lightning bolts that deal 15 damage. Let's reroll. We got anything else? We do have the Cryo Stone. We could pick that up. That is part of the Frostcraft set. Sure, we might as well. I'll explain that if we ever actually put it into our spell list, which we very well might do, because it is it's a reasonable defensive spell. But that lightning, beautiful. Oh well, we got another copy of our main spell there, so I feel like we probably got to take that. Ooh, and level 2 spells. We got another Electros one. Shock Stone. Passive every 4 seconds, consume the nearest corpse to summon a lightning pylon. On active, trigger a lightning blast on yourself and all lightning pylons. Each blast deals 30 damage in an area. Or we've got another breaker. Empower. Empower yourself for 5 seconds, gaining 10 attack damage. While empowered, basic attacks grant you a hex deflection score, evasion score, and armor score, and 1 health until combat ends. I do like that, but is Shockstone just better? Breaker gives us 50 effectiveness on our blitz charges. This generates blitz charges but doesn't spend it. You know what, let's get some breakers in, sure. Go up to 2 breaker. We just need something to use all these breaker charges. And breakers should probably go at the front if they're generating charge. Initiates Blood at the start of each planning phase. Permanently gain 5 health for each tier 1 spell you have equipped. Nah. Chains of Ascension at the start of each planning phase. Permanently grant all equipped attack spells for spell power. That's pretty good. Dragon Scale Sash. Whenever you level up, permanently gain 20 hex deflection score and 3 shop refreshes. I think we just go for the damage. Let's get Chains of Ascension. And yeah, I think we wanna rush the levels here. We've only got Empower. Oh, this makes our Shock Nova go up to silver. I am tempted. Flame Demon is a bulwark. Once again, that generates shield, but we don't have a way to spend it. Cutthroat Strike spends the bulwark to get extra different charges. I mean, that is pretty good. But I think we've got to level up our Ice Shock Nova. Get that bad boy up to silver. At the moment, enemies aren't... Well, they're not really a threat. They don't get threat till after stage 10, I think. We're doing speedy levels. More Frostcraft. Very, very interesting. I am so tempted to forget Empower. Do you know what? Yeah, we're gonna forget Empower and we're going Frostcraft. We got a bit of Doom Quiver as well. Frostcraft, mana block your leftmost Frostcraft spell. Every 5 seconds, auto cast it with modified spell power. Bouncing Hail conjures an icy projectile aimed at 3 random enemies, dealing 35 damage. Projectiles bounce towards the furthest enemy in range 3 times. We've got loads of ways to spend energy charges, but no way to gain them. Oh, block that one. Wow, okay, Ice Shock Nova it is. We've still got Electros. Doom Quiver 2 now, so Doom Quiver just makes us fire an additional projectile. Do we get our first mastery after this? Masteries are basically super powerful run-defining spells. Select a gem. Singularity gives refill 2 and gain 10 spell power and 12% area of effect for every area spell you have equipped. All other area spells have 25% reduced area of effect. We don't have area of effect. Evocator, 150% increased mana cost. Combat start, summon 3 greater mana spectres. They grant you 5% increased mana generation when active. Could be pretty good. Sovereign, 50 spell power and 20 mana cost. Mana block adjacent spells. Okay. Firepower fires an additional projectile per 20 bonus spell power. Are we scaling spell power? That could be pretty good. That's not a projectile. That is a projectile, though. Let's pick it up. Defensive curse. While you're not on low health, take 20 damage when you auto-cast a spell. That'll be every 5 seconds. Okay. Your charges lose 15% effectiveness per equipped martial spell. We don't have any. 40% reduced shield effectiveness and 50% reduced attack speed. Sure. Pretty brutal, the attack speed one, but we could have gotten worse. Right, we're level 5 now. Let's get more shop refreshes and try and fill ourselves in. Oh, that's lightning, though. Yeah, let's get the Shock Stone. We're bumped up to 3 Electros now. We're a Frost and Electric build. Sweet. Yet another one of them. Nothing really there for us. And again, not really there. Yeah, we just pick up the Lightning Blast here. Let's see how we do. After we've beaten the first boss room, they're like every 5 levels. So far, pretty damn good. Incar is our lightning that's doing pretty much all of our damage there. Alright, what do we got? Doom Quiver. Seeker's Pulse. All projectile spells now gain bonus projectiles from Doom Quiver. Gain 10 rage whenever you cast a projectile spell. We have 1, 2 projectile spells. Spirit Blood Rush. Mastery effect while on low life, gain 10 health regeneration. While not on low life, deal 15% more damage. This is just generally good. And Infernum, Boil Blood. Mastery effect, non-Infernum spells adjacent to your mastery can now be ignited by the Infernum trait. Refill spells have 50% chance of generating a vitality charge on cast. No, we don't want that. Summoner. Summon Siphoner. Whenever you cast a refill spell, you have 50% chance to summon an Armor Spectre. If you have at least 3 martial spells equipped, instead summon an Attack Spectre. No thank you. Harbinger. Whenever you autocast a spell, summon a deflection spectre. No, phantom. Every 10 attacks you evade, summon a power spectre. Shadowborn. Spells that cost at least 40 mana gain 45 spell power. Oh, we got Electros here. Ramping Frenzy. The 4 spells closest to your mastery have 40% reduced spell power but generate 80% more mana. If the spell to the right is an attack spell, transform into Mega Bolt. And you gain 1% increased attack speed for the duration of combat every active. Yeah, sure. What if we do that? This should turn Mega Bolt into an area attack spell. Conjures a Mega Bolt at the highest health enemy unit, dealing 250 plus 8% of their max health. Enemies near the target are shocked, causing them to take 10% increased damage. I'm going to switch to that, actually. Because I think Lightning Blast is just worse than Mega Bolt in every conceivable way. Bait Weavers here, these are these little things. Basically your rerolls. We can get 2 more rerolls, 200 health and 20 evasion, or shop refreshes. I think we got to get shop refreshes here. And do you know what? We're going to get experience. Damn. None of these fit our build. See you later. Same again. See you later. At least we have the Cryostone in there. Okay. Bouncing Hail. Where's all our lightning abilities? At least we got Bouncing Hail up to silver. Let's go. See how it's changed to Mega Bolt now? Oh yeah, Mega Bolt is beefy. It may actually be better triggering this at every 5 seconds. Can we give it Frostcraft? I don't know if it works if it goes there. Auto cast it every 5 seconds. Yeah, that doesn't work at the moment. Let's keep going for XP. Feel like we're strong enough to leverage the damage and survivability that we have at the moment to get more XP. A couple of silver spells and your mastery spell will kind of do that to you. It is a massive spike in damage. Oh, I do wish it would trigger more. With Electros 4 now, by the way, we've got every time an Electros spell is cast, we fire out 5 lightning bolts that deal 20 damage as well. Tempest Dagger martial spells have 33% chance of generating a blitz charge on cast. Do we have any way of spending the blitz charges? No, we don't. Non-martial spells have a 100% chance of granting 3 attack damage for 7 seconds on cast, and it gives martial 12, which is 12% spell damage for every 10 attack damage you have. That works out to be like a lot. Sharpshooter's bow martial spells fire an additional projectile. And Sharpshooter martial 5 for every 3 projectiles fired by the spell gain 2 attack damage. Maybe. Judgment Flail martial spells gain refill 1 and 35% Increased area of effect. I don't think we have any martial spells. I think I'm going to go for the sharpshooter's bow, actually. And we'll shove that on this guy. 2 electric missiles towards your current target, yeah. And we're rushing that XP again. Nice, we leveled it up to silver. Oh, it still only fires 2 electric missiles. Oh well. 2's better than none. We can also see the stacks on this. Every 3 projectiles fired gain 2 attack damage, max 20. So this thing's going to end up doing a lot of damage. Or making us deal a lot of damage even. We're up to, yeah, the max stacks already. We've got 45 attack damage. We are hanging in there. Half our health gone. Nice. Good room. We're level 6 now. So let's go for shop refreshes. Level up our shock stone. Do you know what? Let's put in power back just for this moment in time. Glacial Step. Gain 60 shield and dash towards a random enemy, creating 5 icy explosions as you dash. It has the Reaver and the Breaker trait as well. We'll get more attack speed. Oh, this is already something we're doing. Summon Ice Knight, though. It is Frostcraft and Summoner. Summon 3 Ice Knights that have 14 damage. Yeah, they're pretty trash. I think we go for the Glacial Step. We're keeping up the Frostcraft. Oh, that's bloody Eye of Winter, though. We need more lightning, but if the game's just going to give us frost, then I'll take it. Eye of Winter, summon a floating eyeball. On basic attack, it fires a small laser, dealing 20 damage in an area. Its active is the eyeball fires an empowered laser that deals 90 damage in a much larger area. Is that better than Glacial Step? We've got just the 2 breaker. We'd get rid of 1 breaker here. So we'd lose some attack speed. Deathblade would go up to 2, not 3. Yeah, but we're gonna try the Eye of Winter here. Does that mean I can take out the Cryostone though? Yeah, I think I will. Back up to 2 breaker. We got 4 Frostcraft. Yeah. Let's keep going. Oh, and there's Glacial Step. Oh, we're 1 off being able to get it to silver. We're going to be flying around the shop now with Glacial Step. Yep. Is it auto casting? No. Hell yeah, we're about halfway there and we've got half health. It's looking great. Most of these enemies will just be normal enemies as well. It's really only the elites that we got to worry about in terms of damage. Ain't it beautiful? It really is. Riposte, gain 40 hex deflection score and martial 2. Whenever you deflect a hex, gain an attack damage. Okay. Pinnacle, deal 12% more damage for every 40 points of mana the spell gains, deal 1% more damage. Blood Rage, gain 1 health regen per 10 spell power. For every 500 health you regenerate, generate 20 rage. I do kind of like health regen, I'm not going to lie. Hurricane, refill 3, 25% increased mana gen, and 75% reduced spell power. Let's get health regen. Spawn more demigods, they're elites. While you're not on low life, take 30 damage whenever you cast an area spell. Minions deal 25% less damage, and area spells have 25% reduced spell power. That's all fine by me. That has the most spell power. That's going to be 10 health regen. Okay. We got a lot of silvers here. I'm thinking we wanna rush the levels again. We're using cryo. I think we can. You know what? We might as well just pick it up. I was gonna say that I think we want to get out of it, but there's discharge. Adjacent spells have a 10% chance of generating a random charge on cast. Active, all charges gain 2 effectiveness. Do we have any more refill spells? Just these 2 are refill. That's not an attack spell though. Spell to the right is an attack spell. Is that an attack spell? That is an attack spell. Let's get rid of Glacial Step for now. Yeah, I think Discharge is definitely worth it. We're up to 5 Electros now. Back down to 3 Frostcraft. 1 more Electros and we'll be doing 6 Lightning Bolts with 30 damage. So that's a lot of D. Yep. I think we're good. How's the health regen doing? It's going nuts already, look at that. .500 health regen. Oh, that's counting down until we get the 20 rage. Right, okay. Got you. Well, that's how fast our health is regening. So it's pretty damn fast. We just brute forced our way through that. Ramping Frenzy, Bloodstain. Gain 5 max health whenever Mega Bolt shocks an enemy for the first time or whenever you cast Frenzy. Ramping Frenzy. Oh, they're all Ramping Frenzy. Okay. Enrage. Shocked enemies take 15% increased damage. Frenzy grants more attack speed. Or Corrupted. This spell now counts as Deathblade and Arcana. That would give us Deathblade. 10 attack damage and Martial 5. Is it worth taking? I think just Ramping Friend. Yeah, this Enraged is better to make enemies take more damage. 30 XP. Yeah. Let's keep bumping up them stats. Ooh. Got to take the Frost Nova now. Let's go. Our spells are getting mighty powerful. That's thanks to this Chains of Ascension. We're getting 4 spell power every single fight we complete. It does really go a long way into helping us scale. Especially some of the lower tier spells that don't necessarily have a lot of spell power. That may be harder to take into the later game. Yeah, more bouncing hails for sure. Although, that lightning blast probably would have been nice. Ah, it's fine. On we go. Scaling ever more. Absolutely no chance, buddies. The lightning blasts, they're going hard. So many explosions. It's like ice explosion, then lightning explosion, then a blood explosion. I think the blood explosion is when we generate our rage. Like what? The red thing. I think that's what that is. Oh wow. That was one hit, did like 35 to 40% of that elite's health. Crazy. Thought Stealer, combat start, mana block up to 3 random spells that share no traits with your mastery spell. Meh. The Vagrant, every 2 seconds autocast a random attack spell that shares no traits with your mastery spell. Or Vampiric Cowl, every 10 basic attacks, autocast the closest attack spell to your mastery spell at 50% spell power. After every 3 spells you autocast, regenerate 20 health. We are doing semi-attack speed. Our mastery just has Electros. Let's get Vagrant. So now, every 2 seconds we autocast a random attack spell that shares no traits. We've got 1, 2, 3. All our ice ones. Let's go. Oh my god, we got more ice. Okay. I'm just going to put this bad boy back in. Get our breaker. What is it, breaker? Yeah, breaker back up. Frostcraft's up to 4. Come on, game. Where's all our lightning? We're trying to do a lightning build here. Feels like we're going nuts with the Vagrant. It's still an attack spell, yeah. Glacial Step is an attack spell. Okay. So the Vagrant should autocast it. It should be autocasting all of our frost spells. We're level 7. Okay. Let's get more shop refreshes. We can finally get 5 stars. And none of them are very good. It's more Glacial Step. Our Glacial Step's gone up to silver now. That's a discharge. We do have one of them. More Glacial Step, sure. Do we want the Ice Knights? Honestly, I don't think we do. I think it was a mistake picking that one up. Yeah, let's go. Oh, are we doing Cryostone stuff? We might not be, but we don't have anything that like gives us free spells at the end of fights or out, so we may as well just have a free, well, a full spell bar. Ooh, Summit just did a lot of damage to us real quick then. I think it's when we're moving around, our defenses aren't quite as high. Oh yeah, that elite just did like 400 damage to us. Are they spawning more guys? We may get our first death here. That's what it's looking like. Although guys are on low health. They're struggling to hit us. Oh my god, we managed to survive without bloody dying there. Swarm, 15 spell power, gain 2 more spell power per active minion. We're not really summoning minions. Havoc, Martial 3, gain bonus attack damage equal to 40% of this spell's mana cost. Conduit, spells to the left generate a power stack on cast. Spells to the right gain 3 spell power per power stack. Lose all power stacks on mana orb reset. Ichor, gain health regen equal to 50% of their spell's mana cost, and after every 500 health you regenerate, generate an energy charge. Yeah. Okay. We may... I think we need to get this for the charges, basically. Defensive curse, you now only cover 75% of your missing health after each fight. That's fine. Defensive curse, you take 40% increased damage while shielded. That is a little bit rough. Also, devs sort this out. Overlord auras are 60% larger. I think that's pretty fine. And you take 1% more damage for each active minion you have. Yeah, they're all pretty A-okay with me. We are on floor 16. Right. We need a little bit of moving and a shaking. All 3 gen equal to 50%. Put that there. The only thing is, this is mana blocked now. Are we fine with it being mana blocked? It means that we're only going to be able to use it once every 5 seconds. It's our most expensive spell. That needs to trigger 5 times to generate 1. I don't know if it's worth it, folks. Let's just get additional shop refreshes for now. Okay. That's a lightning thing. Discharges up to silver. Nope. We got 4-star lightning here. I feel like I have to take that. Alright. We're going to lose an Electros, but that's not an Electros. What am I doing? We want to lose a Frostcraft. Yeah, it's time to get rid of Glacial Step. Passive autocast this spell with 40% spell power whenever you deflect a hex, and active launch 2 electric discs that deal 20 damage and refill 3. What if we do this? Let's try it on here. We'll do a little bit of switcherooing. Nothing that we're after there. And no. We got 6 Electros now. So every time we cast or auto-cast an Electros spell, enemies take... we fire 6 lightning bolts that each deal 30 damage. And enemies take an additional 6% of their max health the first time they're hit by a lightning bolt. Okay. It looks like we have the D. The damage is there. Yeah. Is our defense capable, though? So far, it is looking pretty good. I feel like we just got to keep going for the shop refreshes here. Let's get Lightning Blast. No. Any more lightning? Or spells that we're actually using? No. There's Discharge. I think it's time to get rid of Empower. We need them golds. Okay. It might be worth trying to get to the final level as well. Trying to get to level 8. In the next two floors. Can we afford to not level up our stuff though? That's the question. At the moment, it seems okay. These AoEs are something else, man. Painkiller, gain 100 shield every 6 seconds while on low life, gain 10% shield effectiveness. Meh. Sunforged Cuirass, mana block your rightmost attack spell, increase its mana cost by 3. Gain deflection. Oh, and increase its mana cost by 300%. Gain hex deflection score equal to 50% of its mana cost. Whenever you deflect a hex, all mana block spells generate mana. That might be pretty good. Spellweaver's Theorem, 5 attack damage. Martial spells have 50% chance of gaining 35% of their max mana after casting. Let's try the Sunforged Cuirass. And I'm going to shove that over there. This might work. Gain health regen equal to 50% of this spell's mana cost. Oh no. The only thing is... with that... generating the blue... yeah, that just makes that useless. I think we'll see what our damage is like without the ability to get these blue to spend. Is it literally just for the lightning blast? No. That executes elites. Ooh, that might be rough. Let's gain 200 health. And yeah, we're rushing for level 8. That's a glacial step. Does that fit the build? I think more than the cryo stone. Yeah, nothing in that shop. On we go. Alright. How's our survivability with the regen going over there? It seems pretty good. I feel like we're regenning a lot. Yeah, we were a lot safer in that fight than the last one. Let's just keep going XP. More discharge. Like the big groups of enemies we have no problem with. We've got plenty of AoE. I think it's just the big enemies that we're struggling with at the moment. When I say struggling, we're taking them down, like, really quite easily. Just not compared to other enemies. Alright. The last guy? Yeah. Sweet. Let's keep going with that XP. That's a shock stone. We are using the shock stones. What do I get rid of? Is there anything that's not coming back into the build? Do you know what? It's all going to be there, so I'm just going to leave that shock stone. Hopefully won't come to regret it later. This is a lot of damage coming on us, though. We do have 5 lives. Ho, ho, ho. While we shield it up, hopefully... ink our health regens, kind of keeping us stabilized. Yeah, we're sticking around the 2k mark. Oh, our health does go up pretty damn fast. Now, we should be generating these energy charges. Oh, we need Enigma to get them. That doesn't have Enigma trait, though. Okay. Axiom, mana block the closest spell. For each mana block spell you have equipped, gain 30 spell power and plus 5 mana cost. Crusade, refill 1, gain martial 1 after every 2 casts. This is something that needs to be spammable. Discharge is kind of spammable. It gains martial. Okay, maybe we're not bothered about that. Garrion, 15 spell power, 20% chance to gain 1 more spell power whenever you consume a corpse. We don't really consume corpses. Swarm, 15 spell power, gain 2 more spell power per active minion. No, we're going for Crusade here. Elites have 25% more health, is fine by me. You generate 20% less mana while near an overlord, also fine by me. Attack damage curse, martial spells have 20% reduced spell power. We're not using martial spells. And spawn more hex casters, yeah. All of that sounds fine to me. Let's get martial. You know what? We'll put it on the lightning blast. It costs less mana. We're so close to being level 8. There's the 5-star lightning spell, though. Oh boy. What does that mean for us? Maybe it's time we give up on Frostcraft. Whilst Frostcraft is pretty insane. That's still Electros. Yeah. I think it's time to say bye to the Bouncing Hail. And we pop in Flash. Dash towards a random enemy and fire 10 projectiles that deal 20 damage. Refill 1, and we can spend a Vitality Charge to fire 1 more for each time this has been cast this combat. Right, get out of here. Adjacent spells have a chance of generating a random charge on cast. Okay, yeah, that's fantastic. More projectiles here for Flash. Additional projectile per bonus, 20 bonus spell power. You know what, actually, put it on that. Yeah. Is there anything else? Nope. We carry on. Oh, look at all that. That was our Flash. There, you see it. That's so many projectiles. Pretty much instantly got us up to 20 max attack damage there straight away. Beautiful. Oh, we're not even nearly dying anymore. Okay. We got rid of a lot a lot of our traits. We are sort of going all in on electric here. Spamming like mad. Flow Stopper. If you have at least 4 buff spells, mana block the 2 leftmost ones. Otherwise gain 120 evasion and hex deflection. Undying Steps every 8 seconds regenerate 5% of your missing health. If you're low on life, also summon an Armor Spectre. Or Wooden Sandals, mana block all your tier 1 spells. How many buff spells do we have? One. That just gives us evasion and hex deflection. Yeah, honestly, let's do that. And we're almost at level 8. Reroll. We're fine. After this fight, we'll be at level 8. Which means we're going to have a shit ton of shop rerolls. Hopefully get some of this stuff to gold. And also have an extra slot. Which I have no idea what I want to put in there yet. How do you get 8 Electros? I honestly don't know, because there's only 7 Electros spells. No, 6. It's got to be another way to get one. Because we have them all right now. 200 health and 20 hex deflection. Yeah, sure. We do have another spot. I think I'll take the Eye of Winter here. If we can find the level 5 ice spell, I absolutely will be taking that. Not quite. However, we found an electrocute. That's also incredibly good. We gotta go for Glacial Step, don't we? I'm gonna put the Glacial Step back in. Give us a little bit more Frostcraft. Yeah, I think we're good. Stage 23 out of 25. We've only got 2 more to go. Or 3 if you include this stage. But look at that. We're just moving around all over the place now. Oh my god, it's hard to focus on enemies. Just spamming the ever-living daylights out of them all. Is this the ultimate spam build? Very well, maybe. Oh, wow. Well, I'm getting a little bit motion sick, actually, just looking at it. Beautiful. Oh, we got the level 5 ice spell. Ice Meteor. If this is mana blocked, gain 45 hex deflection score. And active, conjure an ice comet that deals 100 damage in an area. If this is not mana blocked, stun enemies, hit for 1 second. Bitch, you better believe that we're popping it down. Oh my god, it's going to be so much health regen. And it is mana blocked. Does that mean we don't need the eye anymore? Or do we take the eye over the Glacial Step? Nah. I think no more eye time. Where are all lightning? That is a spell we're not using anymore, the Bouncing Hail. Okay. Flash. One more and we can upgrade it to silver. But this is the second to last stage. Oh, fucking massive ass comets. Love that. It's triggering way more, like way quicker than once every 5 seconds. Foot Frostcraft. Mana block your leftmost Frostcraft spell. Every 5 seconds auto cast it. But we also have Sunforged Cuirass. Yeah, I think we're deflecting a lot of hexes. Oh, we deflected 44. So not a huge amount, but still quite a lot. There's the meteor again. We're going to have to get lucky here, guys. Electrocute. That's bumped that up to a silver. Fantastic. No. So close to getting Flash to silver. Not quite. Let's see how we do. Final fight. Deep abs on our DPS score as well. Over 1,000 DPS there. 1.5k, yeah. Oh. Can we get to 2k DPS? No. Yes, we hit it, we hit it. I'm feeling pretty safe as well. We've not died once. We're generating a lot of health and armor. There's still a reasonable amount of enemies left. Hell yeah. It's because we're moving around, like, all the time. Oh, what a wild build. Electric and ice. Classic. All of the enemies are quite hurt as well, because we've got just the sheer amount of AoE damage that we're doing. It's hitting everything. We also do have targeted damage on the max health. Alright, hell yeah. We have unlocked Breaker, Enigma, and Bulwark Mastery spells. I won't go over them now, we'll look at them in future runs. Alright, let's just do a quick overview. We got Electrical, Lightning... Basically, we got all of the lightning spells we could, and then the strongest ice spells. Sunforged Cuirass gave us so much. Sorry, Sunforged Cuirass in combination with Ichor, because this gives 300% mana cost, and this gains health regen equal to 50% of the spell's mana cost. So we were gaining a ton of health regen from both of these. I feel like the Chains of Ascension giving us 4 spell power really just helped us stay in the game. It like helped us scale. And the Vagrant, that auto casting, that's what was bloody the reason why we were getting so many ice meteorites, even though it's got 200 mana cost, was because of the Vagrant. We were auto casting a random attack spell that shares no traits with your mastery spell. Yeah, the Vagrant was chuffing OP. Alright, well, that's going to be it for today's video, guys, but thank you so much for tuning in. If you liked what you see, then don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe, you know, all the usual jazz. And yeah, I will catch you in the next video. Ta-ta for now.